You are now the amazing Captain Underpants!
Tra-la-la!
Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Portal Masters of all ages. It is Skylander with PortalPowerTV, and we are here with another video where we are making another Skylanders RE-Maginators. And as you know already by the thumbnail, because it's why you picked and clicked on this video in the first place, we're doing Captain Underpants. So, you know what? I had never heard of Captain Underpants until recently, and then some of you in the comments of my videos have been saying, hey, make Captain Underpants, make Captain Underpants. And so I actually had to look it up and realize that, hey, they're making a Captain Underpants movie on top of everything else. And guess what? It just released this past Friday. So it's out in the theaters. I have not seen it yet, but I've watched some trailers and stuff like that, and I've gotten to see it, and he looks kind of cool. And I'm not really sure if I'll go watch the movie, but I might. I've got to go see Wonder Woman first. But we're going to make Captain Underpants. And we're going to see how closely we can get in Skylanders Imaginators and make it look like Captain Underpants. And so at the end of this video, you get to tell me if I succeeded or if I failed. I'll cry if I failed, but I'll accept that. And of course, we're limited by the parts that Skylanders Imaginators has to offer us, but let's see how close we can get it to the overall theme or the feel of the character. And so without any further ado, I'm going to put on an air crystal, and we're going to try to make Captain Underpants.
Welcome to the Creation Crystal, Portal Master. Here you can create your very own Imaginator. First, choose a battle class. Each class uses a unique type of weapon. Brawler Imaginators are strong heroes with a mastery of hand-to-hand combat. Are you ready to create a brawler? Choosing a battle class is a final decision. A new brawler is born. Now, bring your imagination to life.
Alright, so we're going to go ahead and make him a brawler. From what I've seen, I don't see him using any weapons. He's pretty much just, you know, running around with nothing in his hands and really almost nothing on his body except some underwear. And so we're going to see how close to Captain Underpants we can get. So we're going to start off, I'm going to do the obvious stuff. We're going to skip the head. Actually, the eyes, can we do the eyes? Well, we know they're going to be human. I think they're going to be human anyway. Actually, I think those will end up being pupil. But ears, we know we got the ears are just going to be the rounded ears. We'll put those on him. Now we'll go all the way down to the legs. I'm going to start with the legs because those are kind of the most obvious. And the closest thing we have, okay, and I'm going to get criticism on this one, but the closest thing I have are these baby legs. And it's not underwear, underpants, it's a diaper, but it looks like it's underpants in a sense. It's just a little younger than else. So we're going to have to go with those. So that's our underpants, our underwear, our diaper. And so anyway, what else do we got? We got the arms. We're going to go with the arms. And I think we're just doing, if I'm not mistaken, just bare arms. Because he doesn't have anything on him. So where are our bare arms? There we go. Right there. And then here's where we start getting kind of critical. Chest. We've got... Where'd we go? There we go. Closest thing I've got to him is this, and he's wearing a bib, which Captain Underpants doesn't have a bib, but we're just gonna have to roll with this a little bit. So anyway, there's our chest for Captain Underpants. And then the head, here's where I probably take the most criticism. But again, the closest that I could find is the super mask. So I am going to have to, let's see, click out the weapon. I actually just chose, I think, this one, just because I think it, is that what I chose? Let me see. Oh, I chose the stud punch. Where is that? Is that right there? There we go. Just because I thought it just was the least invasive, you know, so to speak. And no other gear. Well, I take that back. I did put a backpack, and the backpack was a cape. We did give him a cape. So I know you're looking at that and saying that looks nothing like Captain Underpants. Nothing like Captain Underpants. Okay, so let's try size him up a little bit and see if anything helps. Because he has, like, you know, really big legs and so forth. His height, we'll go ahead and take him up because he's a taller guy. The head, maybe one crank up. Upper body, don't want him too muscular because he's really not muscular up there. He's kind of, you know, big down below and small chest, torso kind of thing. And then his muscles, that looks good. Okay, so, and I really think he's got kind of a small head for the rest of his body. But we'll go with this size right here, just see how it looks. All right, well, so you're saying, okay, it still doesn't look like Captain Underpants. Watch this and see if when I'm done, if it looks at least more like Captain Underpants. All right? So you just watch this right here. All right, where do we go? There we go. There's Captain Underpants, right there. And I would say so because it's tra-la-la. Did I do a good imitation of Captain Underpants? Tra-la-la. So, let's see. No aura. We'll just back up a step and see what he looks like down in the game.
Return to battle.
So does that look like Captain Underpants? And I don't even know if I ended up doing like voice and all that kind of stuff. Let me see if I messed with that. Name, we did that. Voice.
Good strategy here, Portal Master.
Well, that definitely wasn't it. Let's see, personality, name. Well, let's go ahead and do this part, Captain Underpants.
I shall respond to this name and this name only from here on out.
Bet you will. And let's see, voice.
Beware of the air.
So we're gonna have to fix that. He's probably just
beware of the air.
I don't know. You guys are gonna have to help me out here. Maybe you can leave in the comments what you think one of the best.
Beware of the air.
One of the best voices I could use. Would I use the hero voice here?
Beware.
Definitely not the ghoul.
Beware of the air.
It's definitely not that.
Beware of the air.
Beware of the air.
It's probably that. Regal. La la la. Regal. There we go. So we'll go, but beware of the air. What would be a better?
Beware of the storm. Beware.
Not the dark.
Beware of the unknown.
There we go. We'll go with that. If there's a better phrase that you think would work for him, definitely let me know, and I'll probably come back and change it later on. So anyway, we'll go with that. And music and effects. You know, definitely he's going to have to be cartoony and silly, right? And as far as music goes... State of Trance. We'll go with that. Alright, so as far as powers go, I don't really, again, know much about him, but we're going to say that he's more of a hammer your enemies with powerful blows. Let's see, elemental. Dash forward, pulling enemies. Let's go with that one. Dashing uppercut. I usually like that with most of my brawlers. And that's about it. So, again, there we down on the screen, running around. At least down there, it looks a lot like Captain Underpants. What do you think? Let's go into this surprise attack.
Bow to your king.
Tra-la-la!
Huzzah for the Skylander! And, ooh, those baddies had a chest full of gear you might be interested in.
New shoulder guards.
Alright, so... what do you think? Do I get at least close enough to Captain Underpants? Well, that right there, he doesn't look like it. I don't know, should the head be smaller? I think the head should be smaller. But as he runs and jumps and stuff like that... he's got his cape. Alright, well, for the grins, we'll go ahead and chirp him out. You guys can let me know in the comments below what you think. So here is your chirp. Alright. Well, guys, by all means, if you enjoyed this video and you enjoyed the Imaginator series that I make, be sure to let me know by just clicking the subscribe button, clicking the like button, or leaving me a comment below. I definitely enjoy making these for you. I've made a couple giveaway videos recently, so if you missed those, be sure to check those out. And by all means, if you're always requesting, or everybody's requesting that I make other characters, you might go back and just flip through the list of my videos. Go back to the beginning, you know, go back a few months even, and go through the list and see if there's any characters that I've made in the past that you like. And if so, you know, leave me comments in those videos of which ones you think are your favorites. But other than that, if I haven't already made the character, by all means, leave me a comment as to other characters or requests or recommendations that I do, and we'll see about those for future videos. Guys, this is Skylander with PortalPowerTV signing off. Take care. See you in the next video, and God bless.